And we are, well, I should say, I say we are back, but really, as of right now, it's just me. Oh dear. And now I'm getting something bleeding through. What the hell?
Oh dear. And now I'm getting
This actually isn't a half bad way to test just how much of a delay there is, because, what I'm hearing is my voice coming in through the Discord channel, into Birdie's headset, which her microphone is so, sensitive that when everything comes out of the headphone, the earpieces, it goes right back into the microphone.
Hello.
How?
Yay! We're all here, yay!
Yes.
I might have to scurry just because I'm still opening the portal to the plane of chicken couscous, but it's all good. Alright, I have Twitch up, I have Discord is up, and everybody can hear me.
Oh yeah.
Now I have to remember how to play this game. Alright, I'm gonna start this and then flee again. BRB.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so tired. This week and last week, just weeks from hell. Fucking back to school.
I can only imagine. It's been... I mean, we just got back from Dragon Con on Monday, and so this week has been relatively short, and of course last week was short, and... I got con drop bad.
Oh no. I've definitely felt that before.
Like, Tuesday wasn't too bad, but that's because I was too tired to feel it. Yesterday,
Yeah.
however, was horrible.
Oh shit, Satyr saw me. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I just want to finish up this thing here before I teleport back to town and get out.
Yeah, I still haven't made it out of that area. Like, I've been bouncing between Meridian and what's the place where you get your fishing?
Oh, that little town there, yeah.
Yeah, I keep bouncing between the two of those because I want to finish, like, I've had a daily fishing thing for like 3 weeks because they're like, "Oh, you have to fish in shallow water." And I'm trying and I can't get the damn thing that I need because I need to get like 12 of a certain kind of fish.
Ah, yes. Yeah, fishing is a slippery slope. But it's at least enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. And in the meantime, when I haven't been doing that, I've been trying to do as many rifts as possible.
Yes, rifts are good, especially right now, because our guild quest is currently killing rift creatures. We're at 677 out of 1,000.
Oh my.
Most of those are me.
So hello to all the people that are out, that are watching us right now. We're running a little bit on the late side, just because Birdie is still summoning food or dinner from the plane of food, and
I'm ready to get on now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just so tired. The phone did not stop ringing at work today. Oh, and yesterday, and the day before that, and all last week. And people are just, I need to register my children. And I'm like, school has already started. What are you doing?
It's like, what happened in the time when, you know, you could have done this before?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But it's just like there's so much to constantly be doing, and I'm behind on my own stuff now because I've been trying to help pick up the slack for the other two people in accounting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, shit, I get payroll tomorrow afternoon, and I haven't finished last week's, or like the last payroll, like reports and everything. I still have some stuff to do.
Oh, dear.
And the thing is that like there's some other stuff that kind of keeps coming up that's more pertinent, so it interrupts me for a couple of hours, and like I can't not do it.
Oh, man.
So it's like, yeah, it's been stressful. And I feel really, really bad. Like my supervisor, the accounting manager, she not only has she been trying to get her kitchen redone, so of course like their entire kitchen and like part of the other area there, like because they're tearing down a wall, it's all in shambles because, you know, they have to tear the whole thing up and they're rebuilding it. Well, the kitchen got delayed because I guess there was an accident with like the actual cabinets and everything, and they ended up like they had to remake everything.
Oh, God.
But on top of that, we had a huge storm. I think it was last Tuesday, like not the one that just passed, but the previous week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably like, I mean, the largest volume of water that we've had like in a long, long time. I don't even know if we've like, as far as my city goes, like I think this may have been a record-breaking storm. So a good portion of the city, like people's basements flooded, and she was one of them. So not only is her kitchen in shambles, now the entire basement is in shambles.
Oh, God.
And so, you know, on top of the fact that she's already behind on all sorts of stuff with her work, like, you know, she looks close to tears almost every day. And her first child is starting JK tomorrow, which is kind of a big thing, you know, like, I mean, she, on the one hand, she's happy that, you know, her kid's kind of getting out of the house for the whole day. But on the other, you know, it's still like, that's a big milestone. So, you know, that's like another thing going on for her.
Oh, dear.
And, yeah, so, you know, I mean, that's one of the reasons I've been trying to kind of help her out as much as I can.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, like, the other person in accounting is technically a temp, but she has a couple of things that she does that the other two of us can't do because it's all time sensitive and certain things tend to fall over top of each other. Like if I'm doing payroll, there's this thing that she's been doing that like I normally did it, but
Her beer.
Sadly, no letter wine because I have to fucking drive later.
I'm sorry.
Stupid husband evening shift bullshit.
I'm channeling my basic inner white girl, because I'm having the Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin. I'm literally having pumpkin spice beer.
Oh,
I should I should point out that since it took me literally 45 minutes to find a beer that I would like, and I am channeling my inner white girl as well because this stream is not at all in any way, shape, or form brought to you by Blue Moon's limited release Harvest Pumpkin Wheat Beer.
And New Belgium Voodoo Ranger special release Atomic Pumpkin. It has habaneros in it. It's very spicy.
Ooh, I need to take a hit of that.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I'll have to, you know, represent my local wineries in a few weeks when David's back on his regular shift.
Yes, we should represent ours too. Honestly.
Yeah. The punchline of these particular beers, yes, we went to separate groceries, and we got separate kinds of pumpkin spice beer. Here's the thing. My ABV is 5.7. What is yours, Bird?
It is. It's a baby beer for me. It's 6.4.
And see, I want the 6.4.
Yes, because that's not a baby beer for you, you lightweight. Let's see. All right.
Okay.
Well, I am ready when y'all are.
Let's do some rifting. Why
All
not?
right.
Riftity rift.
Since I've been rifting for so long otherwise.
But I'm Tish.
Yeah. Those are different. Oh my god, Foof, shut up. Anyway, those are other types of rifts. And oh my god. So, speaking of rifts, so I've been like, leveling my main character since the last time I played, she was the max level, which was 60, but there have been 2 DLC expansions since then, that each brought the cap up by 5 levels, and so now the maximum level is 70.
Oh boy.
Yes, so I got to 65, which is where I currently am, so I've now moved on to the newest area content, and I am regularly getting my ass handed to me. The difficulty curve, as obviously would be expected, is, like, basically it's like, oh, you had all, like, really amazing gear, like, whatever, if you had raid gear even, like, it's like, no, it's all shit now. Enjoy.
WoW was like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
Like
I went from, what was it? The Wrath of the Lich King to, which one was it? It wasn't the Draenor. It was the
Cataclysm.
Area, or
Okay, so
I watched.
and we have a lurker friend.
hello, whoever you are.
We don't
Hush.
bite unless you ask.
She played with us on Rift that first night.
Oh, it's Hush.
Yes.
Hi, Hush.
Hello.
Sorry, Hush, you've been called out. They looked at you. There we go. She said hello.
Yeah, we apparently had another person on earlier, but they decided to leave when we weren't actually doing anything.
I guess. We haven't made a Tumblr post, have we? Or did you?
Yes, we did.
Oh, and I didn't even reblog it. Oops. Well, I was busy in Rift. But yeah, oh right, I was saying something about that. There was sort of my story there, I think. Hold on, let me try to get back on track in my brain. Like that's gonna work.
Okay, so you've made it up to 65 because.
Oh yes, and yeah. I was talking about how like the gear is all like much higher now, and I'm like getting my ass handed to me, and oh my god! So I was like trying to do a rift because, of course, that's like the guild quest we have right now, and there's also like every new zone that you get into, you'll generally find somebody who asks you to close a couple of rifts in the zone. And that's a daily quest, actually. You can repeat that every day, which is nice because it's a bunch of extra experience and currency and shit. If you're going to be in a zone for a few days leveling, right? So you'll end up doing it like 3-4 times. So I decided to open up a rift because I noticed there were a couple of other people waiting around at this one, like just a rift, a pre-rift tear, and so you can like call out rifts in those tears. And we joined a public group together, and like, oh my god. I'm level 65, these things are only 66, but all 3 of us were getting our asses handed to us. And the one person died almost instantly, and I guess I was like topping the DPS chart, and they ended up bowing to me, and I'm like, bruh, I'm not even, like, I'm barely making it. Like, I have a whole bunch of like defense and healing spells, but I was popping them on like everything. And none of them were elite, none of them were like, special mobs or anything. It was just fucking regular rift mobs. But oh my god. So it's gonna be fun, guys. I'm excited to play Rift together and stream it because there's gonna be a lot of swearing. It's gonna be great.
good. I will say this. Let's see. So I've started a warrior, and I've noticed that I'm dying a hell of a lot less there than I am here.
Oh yeah, no, warriors are able to take quite a bit of damage. Not necessarily deal it right away, but definitely take it. And obviously the way that you build your character will always make a difference. And what stats that you prioritize whenever you're switching up gear and all that stuff. But, like, one of the things that's going to help is the three of us are going to be, you know, jumping around together. So, a lot of the quests that would normally be challenging by ourselves, we're going to be able to get through pretty easily. And, oh my, you could ask Hush, because, a couple of days ago I was getting so pissed because I was doing this one quest line that's like, you get it when you hit 65. And by the way, there's like freaking 25 tiers to this line of quests. Like, I haven't even finished it because I wanted to move on to the new area. But one of the quests, you have to fight this Nightmare of Death or whatever, and you have to fight 3 versions of it. So, you know, I'm like, okay, well, I got the first one, no problem. And the second one, I was like, oh, no big deal. You know, I kind of got through it, whatever. The third one, I died, like, right the fucking away. Like, I'm just going, what the hell?
I still have the thing that summons elites when we hit shrines.
So that means we shouldn't hit them. Because you were hitting them.
Yeah, I can hit them so we can have more dudes to kill,
Yeah.
which will drop more things, to do more
sticks,
things,
yeah.
and do
Yes. Oh my god, the stress stream. No. No, the stress stream is what came about for me. No, I was fighting that nightmare thing and I kept dying over and over and over again with this stupid nightmare thing. And I was just like, okay, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Because I'm just like, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to. And so I ended up like looking it up and like people were like, oh yeah, this got nerfed like 4 times and they're saying bring a friend. And I'm like, fuck, I don't have any friends right now that are at my level. Like, there's no way. But I was being stubborn, so I just kept doing it, and eventually I followed some. There's one person that put a little, not exactly a strategy, but basically it was like ignore the bread and just fucking hit him.
Shit, I'm stuck! Oh no, no,
Yeah.
no.
We're jailed. We're in jail. But yeah.
Arcane, don't worry.
About it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Arcane, don't worry about it. These recordings are saved on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. Twitch and Mixer will hold them for about, I think, 2 weeks, but YouTube, since I'm in good standing, will hold them indefinitely. I don't really know which 5 minutes it was that you missed, but it'll be
If it's
there.
a really desperate thing, then yeah. But yeah, the stress stream just I'm still cackling about it. Oh my god. This fucking skeleton. Like, I showed you the screenshot there.
Oh,
The
yeah.
other, like, I'm like just wandering around minding my own business in Dropheim, and like all of a sudden I see this skeleton and I'm like, oh, it's an NPC. And I noticed that some of them will be like, you know, wandering thoughts or something. So I was like, oh, what is this? And it says stress dream. And all of a sudden it starts going, ah! While it's running down the path. And I was like, that is so relatable. Oh, it was like the funniest fucking thing ever. Splendid chest.
Ooh, fancy.
Not that it dropped anything but junk, but you know. It looks pretty when it drops a lot of it.
Also, we
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say, we apologize ahead of time if you hear any crunching because we're hungry.
Yes, this stream is also brought to you by dinner.
See, I don't even have popcorn because David's not here to make it, and I'm a lazy asshole.
Ooh, popcorn. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it does. I think we still
I might
have
end up
some.
having to make myself some anyway. But...
I think we still have some movie theater buttered popcorn, but I don't know if it's expired.
Not enough essence.
It's popcorn. I don't think it expires.
Oh, it definitely expires. I've heard.
Well, I mean,
Or
I'm
possibly
pretty
had a
sure
really
at that
terrible
point-
experience.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it fossilizes rather than expires.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, it tastes awful. Is basically it just like it doesn't taste right.
Ugh. Well, we can find out for science.
It depends on how past the best or use by date or whatever is.
Oh, this has probably been at least a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since I'm still babbling about Rift, there was another Restream thing that's part of that big long line of quests, where you have to basically deal with your own character's stress. Like,
Oh,
there's a whole
fun.
bunch of things where you have to like confront your character's nightmares and like different aspects of themselves and everything, which is like it's all like the expansion for level 60 to 65. I just found hysterical the whole fucking time. I was laughing my ass off like constantly. But like you end up getting turned into this shambler, which is basically like a fat and slow like swamp creature. And you're shambling along as a shambler, and like you have this stress dream chasing you, like yelling at you. Like, oh my god, have you gotten all your raid gear yet? Are you in a guild? Oh my god. Like, it's just
Oh my god, that's amazing.
yeah, I was just fucking dying. And of course you're like going down this path and there's like a bunch of little like colored circles that come up down your path, and like certain ones will speed you up and certain ones will slow you down, and you have to get there within a certain amount of time and like to the goal or whatever. So, you know, like you're just shambling and you have like this one little buff that only comes up, I think, if you hit certain circles or something. And whenever you hit like a red one, you're just like dragging through it like molasses. It's awful, and you've got the stress dreams like screaming at you, and it's just like, I'm actually a little stressed. So it's kind of like really well done.
That's
I was
amazing.
Yeah, I was laughing so hard. Can I close? And oh my god, so many corgis everywhere. There's like literally a temple to corgis, and like you end up having to deal with this whole thing with the corgis, and there's like a corgi massacre, and it's all your fault. And it's like, if you finish that quest, you actually get a mounted corgi head for your dimension. To
Oh
remind
my god,
what you've done.
you monster.
Yes. Oh man, it just, yeah. It's a fun game.
Is anyone else having flashbacks to Cowboy Bebop? Because I know I am.
I never watched much of Cowboy Bebop, but I understand the reference.
Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. Fuck. If I have orange juice, I've already had orange juice twice today.
Okay, here's a question for you then. What kind of orange juice do you drink?
I prefer Simply Orange.
Like,
which is often on sale, so...
Sure as hell isn't here.
Oh, well, it is here. But then, we don't really get beer in grocery stores because our alcohol is still controlled by the government, so you can only get it from an LCBO. Well, they are trying out the beer thing at grocery stores, but only certain ones, and only certain people are allowed to sell it, so you can only go to certain, like, checkouts.
That's weird.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Steven. We were going to do Rift, except we still haven't finished the, we haven't finished the season for Diablo 3 yet, and, Birdie's been sucked into The Witcher 3.
Have you at least downloaded and installed the game, though, Birdie?
No.
I am clutching my chest in a dramatic fashion.
Do I need to get the smelling salts?
Either that, or maybe I'll just make myself popcorn in a bit.
Oh,
That's
I've got the vapors.
I'm refreshing my Twitch stream real quick.
Dying. Probably because I'm standing in poison. You know, I should probably.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I have I got that amulet, and I don't have any jewelry in my thingy. Oh my god, words. What am I trying to say?
Words are
Can I
overrated.
cube? I have an amulet that I can put into the cube that will give me immunity to poison. Is what I'm trying to say. And I don't have anything in my jewelry slot right now anyway, so I should probably do that. So once I kill this thing, I'm gonna
Oh shit! Oh no!
hide
Get out of the
and go back
way!
to town.
Ah.
Oh Jesus!
There's a lot going on there.
We sneezed. We're sorry.
Alright.
Oh god! Get out of the way! Jeez! Don't stand it stupid.
Yeah, I'm just like quickly running to kill this thing in the cube.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god. Why can't I speak or like figure out what the frick it is I'm trying to say? At least I'm assuming you guys understand me.
Oh yeah, we understand
Oh
you.
sure.
Oh lord. There we go. I am now immune to poison, and we will never see poison again.
That's usually the way it goes.
Yeah.
Oh no! Stop standing! It's stupid.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, I like how you remind yourself.
I have to.
Man.
I have to. There's a lot of stupid to stand in here.
It is kind of everywhere, yeah.
So yeah, I was asking about the orange juice because
mama.
like, do you? I mean, you say simply orange, or is that just the straight orange? Well, I don't want to say the straight orange juice, but just the regular orange juice, or do you get the stuff with the pineapple or the mango? Do you do pulp free or extra pulp, that kind of thing?
I do pulp free.
Yes.
And we also get the lemonade, the pink lemonade, the limeade, and they have that berry punch one or whatever.
Haven't tried that one.
I'm not really like a fan of tropical drinks. Like I don't really like pineapple and mango and stuff as drinks. I find them too sweet. And I water down my juice in the first place, and I find that I have to like kind of really water it down, and then it just doesn't taste very good. So, yeah. I'm sure it's good. Like, I mean, Simply is the best, some of the best juice that I've ever tried. And I have tried many different brands, of course, because I'm a juice. But, yeah, that's one of the best ones I've had. So I'm sure it's a good one. I just can't really deal with sweetness. So, blah, blah, blah. And stuff.
Yeah, when like I love the Simply Orange with pineapple, just because I love pineapple in general.
Yeah, no, I do enjoy pineapple, just not as a juice.
The orange with mango is okay. I find it to be a little too tangy for my taste.
Maybe that's more what it is like a tanginess. I don't know, but either way, I'm not generally a fan of drinking mango.
I'm not a fan either. I don't really like mango in general. I'm
I'm
weird.
okay with mango. No, I'm okay with mango. Like, I can enjoy like a mango salad, for example, when it's like an ingredient with other things. It's not something I'd really eat on its own. But I'm kind of like that with pineapple, actually, is that I prefer pineapple cooked with something. Like, I like it as a glaze, or like I like it on my pizza, because I'm one of those people.
Yes!
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a cat calling us homos.
Hi, kitty cat.
Kitty cat, what's up?
I know for a fact Kitty Cat also likes pineapple on pizza.
I'm so alone in the universe.
How could you not
Weirdos.
like pineapple on pizza?
Right?
You're the weird.
Because it's gross. I don't like
How
any.
is it
To be fair,
gross?
I don't like any vegetable matter on pizza. The only thing that should go on pizza is cheese and dead animal.
Oh my god. You made me die. Look at that. I was so shocked I died.
That's impressive.
I like never die.
Yeah, that's usually reserved for me.
But
And
this
you don't
time
need my help.
Addie, possibly basted in poison. So you know, it's fine. It's all good.
You don't hold it against me.
That remains to be seen. The jury is still out. But
Well-
I'm like, I guess I'm reverse weird because I actually don't really care for meat on my pizza, but I like meat. But for some reason, I just don't enjoy it very much on pizza.
The greasier the better. There's a reason I don't eat pizza very often. I take that back. I do like some plant matter on my pizza. I love peppers and jalapenos on my pizza.
You don't like mushrooms that much on there, do you, dear?
I'll eat it. It's not my favorite.
My go-to pizza is mushrooms, pineapple, and goat cheese.
Oh, wow.
Like
Huh.
that's pretty much, if I have an opportunity to order that, that's what I order. And my favorite pizza place in the city, they just like drench the whole thing in garlic butter.
Oh,
And it's so freaking good. It's the best pizza in the city, like fucking hands down. I do dab my pizza with a paper towel if I get it from like at the mall. There's a pizza place and I just find that it's like greasy but not with any flavor to it. Like it's not like the grease is actually from like the cheese and some butter or something. I don't know. It's like oil.
Right. No, I'm
So-
with you there.
Yeah.
I'm the same way when it comes to, I mean, granted, I'm not hating on particular brands, but I find that Domino's, I have to dab it, otherwise I just get sick afterwards. Granted, that's a future me problem, but future me and present me sometimes have to have discussions.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh,
Oh, here's a pylon.
Good question, Steven.
Oh, I love anchovies on pizza, but it has to be really good anchovies.
Yeah, I was kind of iffy on the whole anchovies on pizza bit, but then we went to Italy, and the pizza place that we went to, they had anchovies on there, and we're like, if you're gonna try anchovies, it might as well be in Italy, and it was, I mean, it was salty,
Yeah, it was salty as all get out.
but
Well, anchovies are pretty much salt.
Ooh, hello.
Like, that's my understanding. But I've actually never tried them. Like I've never had an opportunity to try them.
You should. I wouldn't like go to Domino's and get.
No,
Yeah,
I
hell
don't
no.
think I ever ordered from Domino's in my life.
But if you go to a place that's like a really good like brick oven pizza place, it's worth
Yeah, we have one
trying.
downtown that I usually go to for lunch, but I probably don't want anchovies for lunch.
Nah. Fish breath.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be my concern because I work in a small office with only a few people.
I mean, unless you knew for a fact that you were going to be around cats afterwards.
Yeah. Sam already gets all up in my face. And she'd be all like, "Oh, what's that?"
Oh god, oh god.
I really hate Agnodox. Why have we gotten this one, like, what is it, twice in a row? Isn't that
Yeah.
the one we had last time?
Yeah, it
Yep.
is.
Because it does that fire AoE thing there, and it's like, it really hurts.
I'm good to close.
Yeah, sure.
I did it! I didn't get any legendaries in that one.
Me neither.
I got 2 from drops. was like
I did get a set ring.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I didn't get shit.
a really nice wailing host.
All right, let's see. What have we got here? that is very fair for
God damn it! I keep on freaking right clicking.
my first job was at a Captain D's, and at the time my mom had a cat, and like my shoes would always smell like fish and grease, and he absolutely loved the smell. Not the taste so much, but definitely the smell. Did y'all want the, let's see. Yeah, did y'all want the legendaries I have?
Nope.
No, I'm good.
Which, by the way, I should probably move that up a little bit. There we go. Just gonna fix the chat channel there for a second. There we go. See how well that does.
Let's do a greater rift.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy.
We've been doing 5, which is level 22. Let's do level 24.
All
I'm
right.
a
Onward to
dick.
victory.
Definitely empowering this one.
I forgot to do that. Oh, well.
Ah.
I will just hopefully not die. As long as lots of things die, I'll be all good. Is that my mic? What is happening? I keep on hearing like a little weird survey sound.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I wonder if it's me. I just turned mine off and back on again.
Oh, that might have been
that
it.
might be it. Yeah.
My
It's
limited,
cool. It wasn't like really loud. It was just sort of like a weird ambient noise.
yeah, my limited
it's
time
helpful.
in public radio taught me that if you're gonna switch a mic on and off, you have to turn it all the way down to make that switch. Otherwise, you get a little popping sound.
Sorry,
Nah, it's okay.
I don't work with sound.
I was just gonna say, well, we're not exactly on the radio.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
no.
stream, but like, whatever.
No,
We're not trying to impress anyone.
No, that while it was very interesting, it was also a very harrowing experience.
You were really good on the radio.
I enjoyed it when I actually got a chance to sleep. The last like I think it was like the last month that I was there. Two people, two morning shift people decided they were going to
Get it, duck.
take the week of the 4th of July off for vacation, which, I mean, that's fine. It's just that at the time I worked 3 jobs, and so my mornings would start at 3:45, so I could wake up with enough time to, like, actually be semi-coherent, get on the, drive over to the station, be on the air from 5 to 9, and depending upon the day, I either was already late to my other job, because I then pulled a 9 to 5 there, or I went back home, slept for about an hour or two, and then went to my other job from 1 to 9. If I was at the church, then I would pull like a 9 to 5:30 and then head straight over to the church for something at 6. Like, I think it was I think it was just choir at the time.
I'm tired just hearing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Ooh,
Oh.
conduit pylon.
All right. Got it. Got it. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh shit, 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 shit.
Like, how is the damn thing not dead?
It's fine, it's fine.
This is fine.
Everything is fine.
I love how Corpse Lance is just like an alpha strike.
Is that what I'm using? No, I'm using Bone Spike.
Yeah, I'm using bone spikes.
Yes! So, Kitty Cat, did you finally get officially all caught up on Game of Thrones, or do you still have a few left?
I still have like 2 or 3 seasons to catch up on.
Oh my.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
This season was so good. I was so pleased.
I just had to kind of get past some issues that I had with directions that the season went.
That's fair.
Yeah, I had some
So-
issues with season 5. A lot of issues with season 5.
Yeah, so like I think that's the one that I ended up not watching because I heard about a bunch of the issues and I was just like I couldn't really get past it. So I needed some time to process, I guess, and I'll probably end up getting around to it once I am in
It's
the
worth it.
mode
They
to
make
watch
it. They
shows
make it
again.
pay off.
Yeah.
They make it pay off later, but it was kind of one of those. I really don't trust you, and I need to know where you're going.
Yeah.
You've made some choices, and I'm gonna need you to defend them. Especially as a reader of the books, like I was.
I
Not
cannot
happy.
drag my ass through those fucking books. I can't. I tried reading the first one and I think I got maybe 20 pages in about 14 times. And
I
I'm
feel
just
that.
Yeah, that's
They
fair.
are a very slow start, and they don't really ever get fast. Like I don't know. I've heard of people that are like, oh my god, I can just power right through them. They're
Yeah,
so
I don't
great
know
that
who
they-
these crazy fucking elves are because
Yeah,
they're
not any
fake.
elves
They're
of
not real
mine.
people.
Oh, there's a shrine.
Yeah.
Kitty Cat asked, is season 5 the fuck all women scene
Yep.
season?
That's that
Yeah,
season.
that's yeah. Which is why I
And
haven't been able
Sansa
to
in
watch.
particular.
Oh god.
Who I really like. I grew to like even in those first 4 seasons. Like I hated her in season 1,
Same.
You're
And then,
supposed
like-
to. She's a dumb teenager.
and
Like
then
you're supposed to hate her.
well, no, I know absolutely. Like the thing is, in retrospect, like I enjoy that. It was the same thing I felt about Freddie, where it's like the first time around I really hated her, and then when I watched it a second, like by the end of season 3, I started to really like her. So then when I watched the series over again, like I loved her right from the beginning. So,
Yeah.
you know, like with Sansa, it's like, yeah, I like going back and thinking about season 1 again. I'm like, yeah, okay, now I get it, right? Like it's kind of, you know, but I really enjoy how significant her growth is as a character. Like character growth is the #1 fucking way to get me to like a character.
Right, and the bullshit they put her through, while I do still call bullshit, they do pay it off.
Oh
Which is-
yeah. Oh hey. Wow, a set and a legendary.
Well, that's the thing about these rifts is that generally you get at least 1 or 2 legendaries.
I think this is Blackthorn.
To proven themselves, I would attempt to improve the clarity of one of their gems. If you have a gem of sufficient quality, I can try.
Oh, I'm only getting 60% upgrade. I have to friggin'
Let's see the gem.
get higher.
Alright. I'm good.
I need to
There we go.
I can close.
Yep.
My master will take pride in this.
So many levels.
Kitty Cat, which one are you referring to?
Don't tell me anything. I'll kill you.
No. Yeah, no spoilers, but
Make me stop hitting the right click. Holy fuck.
I can't.
I keep on wasting all my essence. Oh my god. I'm just so used to right-clicking because of frickin' Rift.
Yay, I got Blackthorn. Yay.
Quick question, Addie. Were you looking for an Arius set?
I was potentially building an area. See, I've got a couple of things here.
I have the shoulders.
Ooh, that would give me 4 pieces. Yay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why do I still have these? Fucking get rid of that shit. Now you guys are all making me feel like I'm just way too behind and I have to fucking catch up. But I don't have the time or the focus right now.
Ah, that's
I'm
fair.
all about Rift. God damn. This is where like this is one of those things where my ADHD gets really like annoying for me because I can't just like move on to a thing if I'm hyperfixated on something else. I know, but I want to watch it.
Bird, do you want to chime in about Danny?
I have feelings about all of that. They mostly stem from the fact that they left out something that I felt was very, very important in the books. And I understand why they left it out because it would have been... It would have slowed down the flow of a television show. But that is... Kitty, did you ever read the... Did you read the books?
I might be able to
buddy.
do 1 episode a week.
Nala, where are you? There you are. Alright.
But you'd have to like kind of help me with that whole schedule thing because I will forget or I'll get distracted and do something else.
Oops.
I need popcorn because apparently I'm like fucking Pavlov's dogs. Okay, 1 second. Well, it's like, you know, I play video game, I get popcorn.
No, I feel that.
By the way, thank you for the follow, Addie.
Well, I haven't had a
There's an
Twitch
owl.
account very long. Anyway, getting popcorn for reals. Okay, 1 sec.
Okay.
Okay, so Kitty, there's a thing that happens in, I believe it is in Marine. So when she basically like dismantles the entire labor force, things kind of go to shit, and that is not hyperbole. There is because the sewer systems are not being tended, there is an outbreak of basically cholera. And that is kind of her harsh lesson in it's her harsh lesson in
I care about
world
popcorn because
management.
it also makes me have stomach issues, but I eat it anyway. Also, I have to take out the dog. I think he's pacing and whining at me because he needs to poop. So, right, Loki?
Oh, poor puppy.
You want to poop? Loki, want to poop?
I hear feet.
Yeah. Loki, want to poop? There we go. Okay. 1 sec.
Oh, puppy.
Owl, to answer your question, honestly, I could wait about 6 months.
Just because we want to do costumes.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the only reason. So, the question of popcorn. Anyone want to take bets as to what the expiration date is for the last bag of movie theater popcorn that we have?
Ew. What?
No, I'm gonna see if anyone in chat wants to take a guess. Yes, Cat. Yeah, Dragon Con is like I say that the best thing to do is to stay in a host hotel. That way, especially for introverts. That way, if you get to the point where I am overstimulated, I need to not people, you don't have that far to go. At most, you have half a mile to walk. And then you can get to your room, you can turn on Dragon Con TV, and you can still enjoy the con while you're replenishing your spell slots.
I concur. Yeah, it's and there's ways to not necessarily avoid the crowd, but there's a lot of panels, particularly the high fantasy track and the filk track, that are like little introvert havens.
Oh,
Like if you
yeah.
just want to go and sit down and listen to some music and not really do anything, you can just, go listen to some music and not really do anything. Owl, you're not as introverted as Kitty Cat. I think Kitty Cat wins the award.
Yeah. And we
Which is
say
awesome.
we say this with
We
love.
say that with love. But I think Kitty Cat wins the award.
So the date, Arcane, you win by being the closest without going any older. It is January 6th of 2016.
Wow.
Which that tells me that we bought this around October or September of 2015. So, yeah.
There probably are dead dinosaurs in there.
Yeah.
Couscous.
Yeah, this is the movie theater popcorn, so it has like extra butter and extra everything, and yeah. I don't know about you, Bird. I don't know if I can.
No, let's not.
Yeah. What is it that we don't want to do?
Tempt fate.
Tempt fate. Oh boy. Okay, so we did pretty well with that. We did really well with that grift.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I have popcorn.
Yay! Mick.
Make.
French.
Oh, sorry, Arcane. You won. The expiration date was January 6th, 2016. So
You win the prize of absolutely nothing.
yeah.
No, a recognition of
Yes,
being the one who was correct.
Anytime we have anything like this, it's always 42 internets and a cookie.
Hail the conquering hero.
Oh my god. Is everyone the genie or what?
Yes.
Because, yeah, he's pretty quotable.
Yeah.
I was going to say, one of the things I like about where I live is that we're like right on the edge of a conservation area while still being in the city. So when I take the dog out, he can go into the woods and drop his poops next to the deer poops, and I don't have to pick him up. Because he likes to go into the woods and hide them anyway.
He's shy.
Well, if a dog is like raised off leash like that, he'll generally go away from his living space. Like naturally, they don't want to, shit where they live. Oh my god. Foof just freaked himself out.
Aww.
Got up on the
poor
table.
Foof.
And he was just like, ah! What's your problem, dude? Oh, do you want a popcorn? Because you're a stupid
Aw.
cat?
Poor Foof.
The poor baby.
Sit, Foof. I know you're a cat. You don't do tricks.
Should we give Grift 6 a try?
Yeah, we've unlocked it now, so. And it's only one level above what we were just doing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
And this time I will empower it.
I mean, what else are we gonna do with that gold?
Well, upgrade gems.
Oh, I have to keep it in case I have to repair shit. Because I stand
that.
it stupid.
There's also that. But I mean, I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, I couldn't keep a straight face there.
I love this area's level design.
Yeah, me too. I really like a lot of the new areas like this. And I find the layout isn't as predictable, which can be frustrating, but it keeps it interesting, I guess.
What was that achievement I just got?
Dedicated to destruction. You killed 100,000 monsters in Nephilim Rifts.
Yes! I can't believe I did that.
I knew you could.
Oh,
I've been fortunate enough that hasn't really happened to me with my dog, because most of the time I've lived in areas where I could just let him do it somewhere where I didn't have to pick it up.
there was someone in our neighborhood that had really passive-aggressive signs posted all over the edge of their yard going, if your dog comes over here, you better pick it up or I will find you.
So how many people like just left deuces all over their lawn?
God, I know I would if I had a dog.
Yeah.
Because that's the sort of attitude that I'm just like, listen, I understand, but don't be an asshole.
Like, please, we don't even have a homeowners association thing around here. Thank fuck.
That shit's like nightmare fuel.
Well, but we do have, like, let's all have a, ooh, a conduit.
Conduit. There we go.
Yes, let's all have a conduit.
Ow, I stood in stupid.
Ow.
Way to go.
Why?
Anyway, you were saying you don't have a homeowner association.
We don't have a homeowners association, but, like, we do have, like, let's have a neighborhood cookout, like, on Labor Day, and it's just like, oh, just shoot me.
And they're
Please
like,
don't come knocking on my door. I don't know who you are, and I don't like you.
like
Yeah,
we should do this. We should have all the things for all of the children. I'm like, you know what else would be good for children? Benadryl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I'm allergic to outside, and there's bears out there.
Yeah, you actually do have bears out there.
No, we have coyotes.
Oh,
but
but might as well be close enough. I think I read there's
And moose?
Yeah.
Are there moose where you are?
no, I'm actually properly in the city. We're just right on the edge of a conservation area.
Ah. So no moose.
No, you
No
have
moose
to
and
go
squirrel.
back north from where we're at. We're like, I mean, I was surprised to see the wild turkeys,
Oh. We have
and
wild
I was
turkeys
surprised to
around
find
here.
out that we have coyotes and stuff. But then I was like, oh, apparently Ojibwe Park is a thing.
We've got coyotes, raccoons, armadillos. Which
Foxes.
The armadillos are moving speed bumps. That's really all they are.
Are you
Possum on
asking
the
me
half
where I
shell.
live? Am I being asked where I live?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
I live in a little city called Windsor, Ontario, which apparently, oh, what's his face? Colbert had called the asshole of Canada. on
sorry.
on his show on the Colbert Report. That was really nice. I was like, oh my god, someone mentioned us. We were all very proud to be the asshole of Canada.
At least we're on the map.
Yeah, and we're directly across the river from Detroit, like our downtown and their downtown. Like we look at each other.
I'm sorry.
Hey, downtown Detroit's not bad.
It is a lot better than it used to be.
Yeah, and there's definitely been like the guy who owned Pizza, I mean Little Caesars.
I knew what you're talking about.
Well, because Pizza was the slogan, and we have actually like in Canada they can't use the slogan because we have a pizza place called Pizza.
Oh wow.
So that's why I was kind of mixing that up. But
oh, nice and confusing.
Yep. But yeah, he ended up like really doing a lot to like help revitalize the downtown area and stuff like that, and like his family's still continuing to do the work, and I guess they're actually gonna have a Little Caesars stadium or something.
Oh wow.
That they're building, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's something over here.
Can't get over there to make everything explode. Oh no, nothing exploded. More explosions.
I can probably push buttons.
I need every explosion. Kat, you would not. I should tell you, you probably wouldn't be very happy to hear that. Bird, can I tell the story? Well, not the story, but the just a little extra tidbit about your about Papa Bird and some of the hardware he's been getting.
Oh, that he has rifles for hunting armadillos.
Oh
no! Yep. They like they're everywhere up there. They're actually kind of a pest, and so yeah, he kills them with shotguns and rifles.
Yeah, I think he's got an AR-15 as a toy that he uses.
As a toy for playing, for killing armadillos.
And
like, really, Dad?
That's a really cool rifle, because I really don't know those things.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because I mean, I play games where, like, weapons are a thing, I just don't pay attention to them. I'm like, ooh, this one's shiny. And it shoots really far.
Well, I will say that I think they have actually been classified as a vermin. In that,
yeah, they're actually a pest.
Like, they breed...
Mostly because everything that eats them has been, like, driven out of the area.
Yeah. The same thing could be said about humans.
Humans are a virus, not a pest.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. But, like... So, they live in a very small subdivision on top of a quote-unquote mountain. It's not a mountain, it's a weed whacker and a rake, I think. I can't remember the... Yeah, something like that. And so all of the people living in the subdivision are very, very happy that he does this in the evenings. Like, it's not like he's actively going out and searching for them, it's just they have some security cameras that will trigger whenever they sense that an armadillo is crawling, and so every so often, usually after sunset, you'll hear some pops in the distance, and like every so often they'll be walking their dog, and the neighbors will come up and go, "Thank you."
Yep.
Local hero.
I mean, it sort of sucks, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, armadillos, they... No, he does not kill possums. But possums aren't really as much of a problem as... as armadillos. Armadillos are icky, and really, they carry some nasty diseases.
Steven, we live in what is affectionately known as the South TM?
Yeah, the south of... Yeah, pretty much everybody here can be assumed to own a weapon. And if they don't own one, they know someone who does.
The,
Like, we don't have any guns. And I probably would never own a gun, but...
the last place that I worked had an open carry policy, and
Oh, yeah.
a third of the employees openly carried guns, and
That's
another
horrifying.
and another third of the employees openly had alcohol.
Wow.
Yep. Welcome to America.
I think the only reason that I would ever consider owning any weapon like that would be if I'm trying to write something about it and I need it for, like, actual experience.
Right, but I could borrow somebody's. I wouldn't buy it myself. Guns are expensive.
Exactly.
I just...
Arcane, don't say that! And I
Shit.
stood in stupid.
I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, I've been in Canada pretty much my whole life, so...
Ah, God! Stop it! Stop it!
No, I did.
I would also consider owning a gun if, like, I lived in, you know, bear country.
I just wouldn't live in there.
Well, yeah. There's also that option. But, like, if I so happened to live in bear country, then yes.
Jesus, an axe? That's... wow.
I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
Yeah, we've had him.
Have we? Maybe you just killed him so fast I didn't notice.
Normally, yes.
Why are all these
But I haven't
bodies
really
here? Oh, Addie sneezed again.
Well, I haven't been going, like, as fast on my progression here because I've only been playing while streaming. Otherwise, I probably would have been, like, way ahead. But, you know, then y'all were like, hey, what other game should we stream? And I was like, hey, I remember Rift, and I started playing it, and it's nice knowing you.
Ooh.
I am skilled at clarifying gems.
Come on, stupid 60% bullshit. I only got one upgrade that worked.
Ah.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Can I close?
Yep.
I have trained well.
Kitty Cat, it would depend on the gun for taking down a bear. There are guns that would take them down in one shot, but it does take some serious firepower. Like, you're not going to take one down with a standard handgun or even a standard shotgun. Like, you have to have a bear hunting rifle.
Yeah, I want to say it's something like it's not it's the gun and it's the ammo that it'll actually fire. Like, I think I don't know this for sure. I only know this part because it was in a movie somewhere, but I think like buffalo and possibly bear, you have to have something like a 50 caliber a gun that shoots a 50 caliber.
Yeah, they're tough sons of bitches.
Sorry, I slurped my drink.
Oh, it's all good.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Kat, when
I've
you
been sitting over here.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Kat, when you said a big boy gun, I immediately thought of the gun from Fallout that launches the nuclear warheads.
Those things are like hilarious to use, but you can only use them like a couple of times and then you're out of ammo and the ammo is like, yeah, it's just I find that it's fun like once or twice, but it's not really a practical weapon to carry around.
It's
Yeah,
sort of,
definitely not worth the wait.
it's sort
Yeah,
of
you end
like
up not being able to carry anything else.
it's sort of like the BFG in Doom, where it's like, oh yeah, I've got this really, really awesome gun and it's gonna obliterate everything. Oh, I have one shot. Okay. Back to the chain gun with me.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
All right, Kadala, what you got?
Damn it. Like right clicked again. Like what am I, some kind of idiot? Well, yeah, but and I finished my drink, so I need to get more. One sec.
Ooh, try goals.
There in the cat in the Doom movie, it actually has a like BFG actually stands for something. I forget what it is, but yes, it really is a big fucking gun.
A big fucking gun. Yep. I forget they did actually come up with something for that what it means. But yeah, it's a big fucking gun.
So I am 2 beers in, and I can't feel this thing at all. I'm a little sad about that.
Okay.
I should get a drink as well. So,
Oh.
yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh hey, Eldritch Raccoon has joined us again.
Oh, hi. Hi,
Our
Raccoon.
Tumblr friend.
Our Tumblr friend.
Hello.
Hi, friend. Oh, I did get to meet a fanable. There was one, one that I ran across at DragonCon.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody on Tumblr?
Yeah, WH Reflections.
Oh, okay.
She's super cool.
I like her blog.
Yeah, she's really neat, and she and I were such a hilarious fandom match. It was like we were like sort of feeling each other out. We didn't really talk about Hannibal that much. It was more like, well, what else are you into? Because it's such a multi-fandom thing, and so it was just like we were fans of basically the same stuff.
Nice.
So it was pretty fun. We went to the American Gods fan panel together. And
Oh god, that was such a good panel.
that was a really good panel. It was really funny because we got in there, and it was in all things. It was in the urban fantasy track, which was weird. That's like where they keep like Laurel K. Hamilton, Kim Harrison, Twilight, not Twilight, but like the grown up versions of Twilight. True Blood, all of those. That's what lives there. And they gave they had a panel of just like 6 people on the panel that were all just like staples of the urban fantasy track. But one of the guys, I noticed he had a not a superlative, but I can't remember what that's called. Yeah, it's a superlative in front of his name that I had never seen before. And I was like, oh, okay. I wonder, maybe it's a military rank that I'm just not aware that that's the abbreviation for.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting 2 seats over, going, I can't believe this is happening.
Well, and they kept calling him father, and I was like, surely not. It turned out he was a Catholic priest, and then 2 seats down from him was a practicing pagan. And you could kind of tell that everybody, when they started talking about stuff, were just like, we're trying to figure out how to discuss this delicately because it's Brian Fuller, and he didn't treat, American Christianity with any sort of gentleness.
Wow.
And because yeah, like multiple Jesuses. That was an interesting little twist, everything. But the guy, we were like 15 minutes into the panel, and he was like, "Oh, by the way, the multiple Jesuses thing, I thought it was amazing."
Good,
And I laughed.
because it is amazing.
Yeah, it was like, and I laughed my ass off because it was awesome. We were like, "Okay, we can all talk now."
Just a couple of things for me to catch up on because I can see a little bit of the chat. Hi, Raccoon. Steven, these game nights are raising your alcohol tolerance. No, they're not. It's just I've been drinking really, really weak beer. My
He
threshold.
drinks prissy beer.
My threshold is roughly I want to say it's like right at 6%. Once I have anything past 6%, then I can actually feel what's happening. But lower than that, and it's just kind of like drinking water. Kat, to answer your question, there haven't been any bio breaks yet. I was just getting my third beer. I managed to snag one of Birdie's beers because it's more interesting.
Habanero and pumpkin.
Yeah, it actually does burn my tongue a little. It's really cool.
Yeah, it burns.
Um,
Burns us precious.
I just have water
We will drink one for you.
yes.
and like 10 bottles of wine.
Let's see. Yes, Owl. This is New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger special release, Atomic Pumpkin.
Sounds pretty interesting. I
It's
just don't like pumpkin.
New Belgium, it's a crapshoot on their seasonal beers. Sometimes they're great, sometimes they suck, but this one's really good.
we use Birdie and I use an app called Untapped. That's spelled UNTAPPD. It's a great way for you to keep up with the beers that you like, the beers that you don't like, beers that your friends like. They can give you recommendations. It's sort of like a combination of Twitter and Foursquare, but specifically for beer. And Steven over on YouTube. I think I've said this once before, but I have no problem saying it again. I never knew what craft beer was until like after Birdie and I got married, and I went to the Nook and said, I don't know what good beer is like. And they said, okay, well, we're going to give you a flight. Which is
The best way to do it.
four half pints on what looks like a paddle. And not like a ping pong paddle, like the kind of paddle that your parents might have used on
paddle.
you.
It's like a frat hazing paddle.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to turn it over and see, something written on the other side of it. And
Oh my god, food.
that was one of the best. That was the
His
greatest
face-
introduction ever.
I'm sorry, but my cat is like literally going right into my popcorn bowl and trying to steal popcorn. You just licked like 4 popcorns. Fuck off. Here, take it. Take it. You already licked it. It's yours, you asshole.
I don't want
I
that
can't
one
see
anymore.
my monitor. Yeah, no, I'm taking a picture.
Oh, good. So what do we want to do now?
We can do another rift. I just want
I'm
to...
good for whatever.
Yeah, at this point, I really just want like levels so I can finally go through and finish this this season before it ends.
I posted the picture of Foof in my Discord.
Oh, I need foof.
Oh, hit a baby.
Eating popcorn and in front of my monitors.
I'm also totally sniping on your keyboard. Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's a rainbow keyboard. I have a GIF somewhere of that.
Aww.
Like a baby.
Got it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's not good for nothing.
Not good for nothing.
He's
was
still eating
also-
that popcorn.
Oh, of course. I was also not a beer drinker until I went. I spent a summer working at a theater that was on a Native American Indian reservation. And of course, liquor sales, alcohol sales were period, full stop.
Verboten.
And verboten. And but just off the edge of the reservation, there was a beer and wine store. They didn't have liquor. The nearest liquor store was like 2.5 hours away, driving through the mountains. So at the end of the show, every few days, someone would skip bows and go get us all beer. And, you know, basically, if you wanted to drink, you either had to, like, fork out a bunch of money on your weekly trip to, into the big city, which really wasn't that big. Or you had to learn to like beer or wine. And I was not a wine drinker because it gives me a headache. So I just started chipping in and say, you know, get a 6-pack of something that everybody kind of generally likes. And then I would just start sniping beer out of the thing until I found something that I liked. So that was how I got to where I liked beer.
So yeah, what was your go-to when you were up there?
Yingling.
Yeah, that's usually a
Yingling
good
and Rolling Rock.
Yingling's a good gateway, so is Blue Moon. Shock Top sometimes if you want a little spicy bit.
And I also liked Abita Turbodon.
That's one I've never heard of before.
We should mail Addie, like, beer from around here.
I don't know if that'll work. There's a lot of, like, I'd end up having to pay a lot of money.
Oh, right, because, yeah, tariffs and such.
Oh,
Duty.
we can't do that in our state. We're not allowed
Oh, right.
to. Yeah, we're not allowed to ship beer in or out of, or any kind of alcohol into the state or out of the state.
Right, unless you're a dealer. What is dead
have heard
can
you.
sometimes die?
Oh, that's
What?
funny because of what Kat said earlier. Apparently, I have killed 1,000 enemies with corpses.
Oh.
So I've killed things with dead things.
I guess.
That's funny. I popped a cooldown because my finger slipped.
Ooh.
Oh, got it. If I can get to it. There we go. Come, Bluey. Oh, goody. 2 of them.
Another one. Yep.
Ow. Oh no, I'm stuck.
Oh yeah, there's a whole thing actually about speaking of the wine and everything, because I went on that wine tour. So all those wineries that I went to, none of them sell their wine at the LCBO, which is of course our Liquor Control Board of Ontario. Yeah, it's like literally a remnant of the Prohibition era, but it hasn't gone away.
We have some of those here too. Like they only just like about 4 or 5 years ago legalized microbrewing in our state.
Yeah. So like yeah, they don't sell their wines there because there's like all that kind of like I think they have to pay into it and like there's all sorts of fucking red tape and all that to go through to sell your own stuff through the LCBO. So basically these wineries don't bother. And so that's the only way to get it is if you're trying it from someone else or if you go to these wineries directly. And
Wow.
yeah, so I tried a whole lot of wines that I'd never had before. And I was surprised and pleased to find that actually our local wineries are good. Like, there were a couple that, you know, I wasn't really impressed by their stuff, but I saw you explode.
Eek, eek.
Cat.
But-
Yeah. Not only is the Jack Daniel's distillery in a dry county, to where you like I think the only way that you could buy any Jack Daniel's is from the gift shop, because it is considered a collector's item and not actual alcohol. Fuck that
But
shit.
for a while, they couldn't even do that.
And now they're charging $15 a person for their tours. Before it was free.
Yeah, they used to do free tours. That was a thing to go see, was the Jack Daniel's distillery. I really hate that.
We have Canadian Club whiskey in our city. And what's it called? Oh my god, why am I forgetting? I literally got married there, for fuck's sake, and I can't remember. Hiram Walker, that's what it is. It's Hiram Walker. Yeah, and so the offices or whatever, I guess he lived in Windsor, but like mainly worked out of Detroit or something, or vice versa. No, I think it's that he worked out of Detroit and his son had the house in Windsor. I don't know, whatever. We have some like little, you know, fun historical points. They used to do free tours, but now the new owners, I think, of the Canadian Club there no longer want to give tours. So I was lucky because I got married there, but they don't let anyone in anymore.
Lame.
Yeah. So it makes me like kind of doubly glad that that's where I went for our wedding, because, you know, kind of like a fun once in a lifetime chance.
Ow.
Yeah, it's
Ow.
like kinda get out of there, like try to get a little further away because it's kind of bottlenecked over here. Yeah, I still don't know what's going on with actually selling like beer in grocery stores. Like there's also certain wine that gets sold at like our local grocery store that they're allowed to, but they don't sell that stuff at the LCBO. And I don't know, like, I haven't really like gone too deep looking into it, so I honestly don't know like which wineries specifically are those and why they're there and not at the LCBO and vice versa. The whole, like, there's only one grocery store I think in the city that actually sells the beer right now.
That's so wild. Like, beer has always been sold. Beer and wine you could always get at the grocery store around here, but you can't get, like, liquor.
Yeah, no, when we went to California, I was like, holy shit, Costco has its own vodka?
Yep, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, no, for like $10 for a fucking, like, what is it, 1 or 2 liters, something ridiculous like that. It was actually pretty decent.
Their margarita mix is not half bad either.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
But here we do not have that. Costco definitely does not have any kind of liquor or wine or beer. They are not allowed. Yes, Costco vodka. And, like, they have their own wine, too, and, like, a whole bunch of other shit, like Kirkland brand liquor and beer and wine.
And honestly, Kirkland brand stuff is really good. Like,
yeah,
it's
no,
not like
I tend to, like, I mean,
brand.
that's, yeah. It's not, like, no name or whatever, like, it's actually, like, pretty decent stuff.
I like that whenever you go and take a look at wine, they have this big chart that tells you, okay, this particular wine goes with this particular food, or this particular, say if you're
Yeah,
wanting
there's
to
certain
throw it.
flavors that pair well together or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if I was actually trying to put together like a serious dinner or whatever, then I definitely take a look at that. But generally, I'm just drinking wine because I like wine.
Oh,
So I'm just like, is it red? I will drink it.
for me, oh my god, I think it's pink Moscato is the only kind of wine that I will drink to just drink wine. Like, anything else, it has to be part of whenever Birdie does a Hannah dinner, or it's a wine tasting thing. But I will tear up some pink Moscato by myself.
I've never found that wine feeling like oil.
Who's over here?
I've had wine that's like super, that has a lot of tannin in it. It'll sometimes have a little bit of a, I don't know, it's got a texture.
Yeah, no, if you're sensitive to tannins, then absolutely it's gonna be different.
That'll do it.
Yeah. But, like, for me, I guess, I think, like, I forget what it was. I remember reading about it a little while ago, that it's, like, people who are, like, who tend to like bitter flavors and, like, you know, dry wines and stuff tend to, like, they're able to taste more tannins or something like that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess, like, I'm a tannin taster, but I want it to kick me in the face. Like, I want black, bitter coffee, and I want dry-ass fucking, like, wine with pepper. Like, when I was in California doing a wine tour, we went to 4 different wineries, so by the 4th one, we were all fucking blasted, and I was just like, just make sure it kicks me in the face. Like, that was all. Like,
Nice.
And he's like, okay, I've got something for you. I'm like, okay.
It's like the equivalent of just fuck me up, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
I need to go back.
I'm good to close, by the way.
Same.
Moscato wine is what David uses in that giggle juice recipe.
Mmm.
I understand.
Like, it specifically calls for Moscato.
Hey, Kitty Cat, you should look into drinking, trying like blended reds. Don't go for a specific, like, don't go for Merlot or Cabernet or anything like that. Try the blended ones because usually they're made
And go for
to be...
Syrah and Malbec.
Yes, Malbecs. Those are
Mhm.
really good.
And Shiraz, too.
Yeah, those are
They're all, like,
really...
lighter, easier to drink wines.
Yeah, that quote-unquote drinkable wine. I'm like, it's all drinkable, but I get
Well,
what they're saying.
I find that people, like, I've had friends who don't normally like red wine, and, like, Syrah and Shiraz and Malbec have all tended to go down pretty easy for people.
Yeah, I love Syrah. But yeah, there's usually those blended ones. They're meant to be, yeah, the apothic reds. They're all meant to be, quote unquote, drinkable. Where it's like, you know, they're not super bitter and dry. You know, they don't make you feel like you have a mouthful of cotton balls.
I already drink a glass of red wine to fall asleep.
Oh, okay. I have a really bad wine joke, but it's so
Oh, no.
true. Okay, so at Costco one time, like the whole squad went to Costco to because we were all like, we were doing a group food thing, and we came across 2 very particular names of wine. I forget what kind of wine they were, but there was one that was monogamy, and there's another one that was sitting like almost right next to it was menage a trois.
I've had Menage a Trois wine in California, actually. I think there's cats on it.
We bought a bottle of each to test it for science.
Exactly.
And we determined that monogamy didn't taste as good.
It usually doesn't.
Your mileage may vary, but for us, we were not a fan of monogamy. But tish.
I don't think anyone in the squad is a fan of monogamy.
And
Me, I am. I don't have the energy for more than one.
I feel that in the depths of my soul. It does take a lot of energy, and I completely understand and respect that.
Like, with the amount of like communicating and maintenance and all that kind of stuff I already do with my husband, let alone my like platonic friends,
Let's see what happens, shall we?
I would probably like straight up just die if I had another romantic partner.
Yeah.
that's fair.
These days,
I
I
mean-
don't generally do like the romantic partners anymore because my dance card's kind of full on that front.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's yeah.
What do you mean? No, I totally like. I'm one of those people that's like, you know, if that's for you, then that's for you. Like, I don't fucking care.
Right.
So
Oh
it's
yeah.
like, you know, it's just personally, it is something that I had considered and that, you know, had been discussed, and it's just kind of like I don't think so. I just can't.
No, I
Definitely all
yeah.
the more power to other people who make it work and who are able to do it, because honestly, I mean, obviously it isn't like monogamy isn't for everyone, and if you can be honest about that and find somebody else who can be honest and upfront about it, then fucking great. Like, as long as everybody's like open and talking to each other and everything, then do it.
Oh, ow. Let's see.
Polygamy
Eh.
quarter.
I don't like porters though.
The name is funny. Oh my god. Stop
I know,
killing
but
the
I'm-
joke, Birdie.
Sorry.
Sorry. See, this is me with just water. So I guess I'm really not all that different when I'm drinking, am I?
I don't know.
I don't really know.
Well, because
We'll
the
have
last
to continue testing for science.
Yes.
the last few times I was playing, I had quite a few drinks. So, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
in either case, I'm never shutting up. Is all. Like, I guess it just might depend on where my topics tend to wander to more often. What do I want to do? What do we want to do? Do we want to?
I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, I want levels. That's really all I
Levels.
care about at this point.
Levels and loot.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
how
it's
about we
Oh, I'm sorry.
remake the game on a higher torment?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's try 7, because we did 6 in the Greater Rift.
So we
That
Your
little
mate's like freaking out.
that little distortion was what happens whenever Birdie leaves or enters a game or an area. At some point, we're going to have to build a new computer.
Yeah. Okay, I'm out.
Is Cat having a seizure? Or am I missing something?
Oh, hi, Kitty. What are you doing? Yeah, I think Kitty's having a seizure.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up. We're good.
Oh, this is rhyming. Okay, it rhymes. There we go.
So now you suddenly understand.
Like, did I?
Well, there's a point to it. It rhymes.
Oh, I'm not drunk enough. Though I think I'm gonna have to stop drinking after this one because, whew,
Oh, the precious baby.
it's the habanero, really.
Yeah, it does have some bite.
That, and I still have to be good for something tomorrow because I have to work, and then I'm gonna go visit. I'm gonna go over to see Bird at work and see all the other people that are at Bird's work, and then I'm gonna be back. For those of you who are who follow my Homestuck blog, I'm going to be doing a live stream at same time, 7 p.m. Central tomorrow. There's a mini game I've come up to, and so there needs to be a reaction for it. So
Plug, etc.
I was saying you, Kat, because I'm not sure if you were quoting a song or what's going on there. I just looked over at the chat and I'm like, oh, that's a thing.
I suddenly don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna do a regular rift.
okay.
Let's all make sure we don't die first.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't want to use a greater rift token if we can't do this.
Yeah.
That failure is too expensive.
Oops.
So it is a song. Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. Oh. In the words of To the Ranting Griffin, it's a real show now.
Two.
Oh, I was like,
Oh,
standing
God.
in something. I almost pulled a duck.
I did. Wait. Twice.
And now I did, because I couldn't move.
Sucks, doesn't it? I mean, sucks to be you. Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
Burn?
No, I was totally quoting DBZ Abridged. It worked, and I had to use it.
It's one of those things.
Nathaniel's not here to appreciate it.
I know. Should send him a text. By the way, I quoted, and we thought of you.
I can't wait to see him on Friday.
Oh, he's gonna be so happy for the stuff that we got.
He's the son of the artistic director.
Oh shit.
Does anyone know if the deep throating spray helps with sore throats? I would imagine so, Kat, but I've never used it for either purpose, so I cannot confirm.
Oh, what's the musician the singer's helper?
You ought to go look for something called Singer's Saving Grace. That's a really good throat spray.
You can.
I don't know about for deep throating, but it is really good for sore throats.
You can usually find it at Earth Fair, but
Or Whole Foods.
Oh, Whole Foods has it too. Okay.
Yes.
Ah, yes. It's one of those mysterious American things.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Now that Amazon bought out Whole Foods, you might be able to order it and have it shipped to you.
Depends on what it is.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I do groceries in the States, like at Meijer, but there's certain things we can't bring back over.
Like
Oh
what?
yeah.
Like,
I mean, alcohol, obviously.
yeah, unfrozen meat, fruits and vegetables, like produce.
Weird.
Well, because of the like potential like bacteria or things that are in it. Like
Okay.
there's basically laws about bringing it back or forth. Like So I can get like cold cuts are fine, or like, you know, frozen dinners, that kind of stuff is fine. But I can't get like, you know, I can't go to the meat counter and like get a slab of steak or anything.
Oh, that's awful.
Well, I mean, it's not like we don't have steak in Canada.
I thought you had to have. I thought it was moose.
I've actually never had moose. I think some of my friends have, but
I've had moose.
I've never had it.
Moose. I've had moose and squirrel.
But then I've always lived in a city, so I haven't really had the opportunity for a lot of like fun gaming. And the one time that we lived outside of the city for a whole year and a half, it was the best experience of my life, and I hated it, and I started to like country music, and I'm so glad we got out of it. I would have actually liked it forever. I was part of the Christian ministry thing, like the fucking youth choir.
Oh God.
God.
We were singing like peppy
Damn it!
God music.
I'm so sorry.
It died again.
So,
Oh
you know,
shit!
for me, the county is just, that's all Texas Chainsaw Massacre country out there.
Yeah.
Godland and fucking...
Oh, you mean every time we go to Florida?
Yeah.
Oh God, I feel horrible for having this thought of a joke.
Now you have to say it.
Yeah, why do you say these things and then not share?
Well, ultimately, it is my way of asking for permission.
Offend us, yes.
So, going to, like, we always make this joke of whenever when we head down to Florida, we know that we've crossed the state line from Alabama or Georgia into Florida when we start seeing all of the anti-abortion billboards. And it just...
I always thought it was the palm trees.
Oh, no, the anti-abortion billboards are way further inland.
Because I usually go down the I-75 into, like, through Georgia. Oh, what? I just rubber banded back into that. What the fuck was that bullshit?
There you go. So, hey, I don't get to do that very often. So, like, this might be too soon, and, you can fire me. You can fire me for it. But, you know how there are certain portions of Christians that always say that natural disasters are God's punishment for people being gay?
I know where you're going. Yeah, I know.
You know where I'm going with this.
I have a feeling.
So, what the fuck do you call Texas and Florida right now?
Yeah. That's kind of what my mom already said. She was like, oh my god, all those fucking crazy people that are always like anti-government and blah blah blah, and now they're screaming at the government to help them.
Now I should say, if there are any listeners out there who are trying to rebuild after Harvey, or if you know someone who is trying to rebuild, or if you want to help out, I know Life South and the American Red Cross are always taking donations either in blood or in charitable, like, monetary...
Blood or treasure.
Yeah. Like, the people that are having to evacuate Florida because of not one but two hurricanes that are about to hit, I mean, if you have the means to take people in, please do so. And of course, there will be more help.
We got an aunt and uncle coming.
And then there are many other places that could always use more help. And not just for the people in Florida, but the people people in the Dominican Republic and Haiti are going to have to be rebuilding for a very long time.
Haiti still hasn't finished rebuilding from the earthquake that was like 9 million years ago.
Yeah.
There's a few islands that have been completely decimated, so I definitely plan on donating for that.
So that's my that is my official disclaimer for that. If you have the means, please help. If you don't, please spread the word to people who can. Now,
Well, even if you don't have money, if you have some supplies,
Yeah.
then there are probably places you can go to get them sent to the right people.
Or if you're due to donate blood. Like, I was.
Same.
I donated at Dragon Con, and they actually sent all of their blood to Texas.
Yeah, this year at Dragon Con was the first time that I did a double donation, and it was... Oh, that was an experience. So was the
so proud of
alcohol
you.
afterwards.
Yeah, he was an even cheaper date than normal.
Oh, yeah. So... Yeah, I want to know exactly what these Christians are talking about now that Texas has been hit and Florida's going to get hit twice. Like, aren't these places are supposed to be like the land of Republicans and Christians?
Yeah, well.
Also,
Arcane Irony, the double donation. So basically, what they do is they put the needle in your arm and they pull out some blood, filter the red blood cells out of it, and then give you back everything but the red blood cells.
they also do a little bit of a saline solution as well. It's you know, so you can stay hydrated, you can keep your electrolytes, but you're going to be weak for a little while.
Take your iron pills.
Yeah. And Kat, so the other part of our tradition, because we have a tradition on Thursdays at Dragon Con, like first we get down there on Wednesday, we get a really, really good night's rest. Thursday...
And that's the last you'll ever get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
Thursday, we sleep in as much as we can, then we go get our registration. And then we try to do some tourist thing if we are able to. Like, we were supposed to go to the Coca-Cola factory, but it was raining and a lot of that walking was outside, so we just bummed around a bit. And then we go give blood, because Life South does a thing every year. Like, you get a... They usually offer a cool T-shirt, and you get a little ribbon for your badge that says that you're a donator, and sometimes you get...
Oh my god, I totally thought you said ribbon for your badge. I'm sorry.
No, that would be throwing on.
You're like vajazzling, and then there's a little ribbon. I'm sorry. Continue. Just ignore me.
So after we go give blood and we're a pint low, or in my case I was 2 pints low, we go to a microbrewery steakhouse called Max Lagers. And if you're ever in the area, always make your reservations online beforehand, otherwise you will not get in.
At least when it's just Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I said vajazzle. It's called vajazzling.
Oh, that's...
That's just horrifying, and it makes me feel itchy.
Damn it!
Yes, itchy is definitely one thing. It makes me feel.
So...
It makes me feel a lot of things, but itchy
Yes.
is the most
Also
polite thing I
very
can say.
judgy is another one.
So, when we go, they always have a different kind of beer every time we go, and, it's, like, we never really know what they're going to get, because, like, hell, are we going to order something from a bottle from a microbrewery? Like, unless they're bottling it on site, which I don't think they do.
No.
And, but the thing was, all of the beers that sounded like they were good, and they did turn out to be really good, the ABV was like 4%, so didn't really feel much of anything. I probably would have felt more if I was dehydrated.
Ah, yeah, I know. These and these do sound pretty much the same.
But then
Why I
we...
have a hell of a time trying to get people's names on the fucking phone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I feel ya. and then figure out what spelling they're using for Michaela.
Is that with 4 M's and a silent Q?
No, just all the Y's ever.
Oh, yeah.
And like UGH, so you can be like Michaela.
Michaela!
Zombie child.
Yes. Well, probably. They're gonna end up that way. You have parents that name you Michaela
Right.
with some unique spelling.
Well, I'm really glad this thing isn't on a timer.
Yep, we're kind of making some slow progress. But you know, we're making progress. Is what's
Yeah, and the only one really dying is me, so things are back to normal. Ah.
I'm just spamming button.
Ah, get out of stupid! No! Damn it!
Yeah, no, my name has generally 2 different potential spellings in English, but for some reason, like, the way I spell mine, which is the Polish way, people don't seem to read it the way it's actually said. And I've gotten, like, so many weird, like, I'm just like, why would that even occur to you? I don't know. Because my name is Anya, but people say, like, Ania, because it's A-N-I-A. And then, of course, there's my neighbor, my mom's sort of friend nowadays, her husband, for some bizarre fucking reason, says Anya. I have
Really?
Yes. I don't think I've ever heard anyone else say it that way, so I have no why he says it that way. But he also says his wife's name really stupid, because her name is Eva, and he goes Ava. And I'm like, it's
That's
spelled
wild.
with not an A. And just because my name is spelled with an A doesn't mean that you have to say A. Like, I mean, there's a number of ways to say vowels. That's kind of how they work. And of course, he passed that on to his daughter, so she also says Anya. Meanwhile, Eva has never ever said it any other way but Anya, so I don't know where the hell either one of them got it. Like,
That's weird.
drives me fucking nuts. But I guess most people expect it to be spelled A-N-Y-A, which I think is like the Russian Romanized form.
Stupid Romans.
Yeah.
So, Kat, we actually, like, there are, like, I was wondering when this was going to come up. We have a, there's a reason why we always reference you as Kitty Cat. For one, I, like, in about, what, I want to say it was roughly the 10 years that I dated before Birdie and I got together, I dated 3 Katies, and...
Ha! I had 6 Mats.
Oh, God.
Wow.
In a row.
Oh, God!
Because I'm an idiot. But I learned eventually.
That's impressive.
Like, the first one, was, she spelled her name with an I-E. The second one spelled it with a Y. The third one was trying to be all cute and just spelled her name KT at times.
I know somebody who spells their name K and the number 8.
Nice.
Oh, boy. So... The other reason, like, we have to make that distinction with Kat is because, and I think I mentioned this the last time too, that Kat and I were in Midsummer together, and Cat played the lion. So
Like in the
yeah.
the play within a play.
Yes.
And I would always ask, like, because we have there's Caitlyn's and everything else in our friend circle, and so like Cat is a nickname that gets thrown around fairly often, and I, yes, rawr, that cracks me up every single time. So I would be like, oh, wait, cat, which cat? And he would always say lion cat. And it just morphed into kitty cat. So that is why you are kitty cat, in case you were curious.
That works.
oh god, oh god,
There's a whole lot of things coming, like all around us. Just so
everything.
You know. Prepare to die.
Preparing to die.
Hey, what was the line? You will learn your part by rote, for it is not but roaring. Rawr. Yes, you were amazing. That ensemble that did the play within the play and in that performance of Midsummer, that was amazing. Y'all were so good. God, this is going so slow.
Yes, it is.
Oh shit.
Doing it. We're doing stuff.
We're doing the thing. We're making the numbers go.
Yes.
Oh goody, there's another shrine. Shall I hit it?
Yes.
Oh god.
Now we're fast. Go, go, go. It makes our attacks go faster, at least.
Arcane, I thought that your favorite part was when you got to grab what's-his-face by the hair.
I just love that you smelled Demetrius. Like, that just made me really happy.
Another Matt. Fucking Matt.
So yeah,
No good comes of Matthews.
It was Kat and Matt and
Oh, what was the girl that I had the crush on? I can't remember her name. She was fucking gorgeous.
Arcane was yeah, there you go. We gender swapped Aegeus to Aegea.
And yeah, and it was played off that Aegea actually had to marry her daughter off to Demetrius because mom actually wanted to be with Demetrius. And in the final show, she actually leaned over and smelled at him.
It was
the
great.
greatest thing ever.
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
Oh
Why?
god, I can't pronounce her name, but I'm trying to think of the I can see when Rocket City yeah, I bet you can. When Rocket City Shakespeare did Much Ado, she was the other one in the trio with Kat and Caitlyn.
That's not confusing. I can't remember her name. I want to say it started with a Q.
No.
That was her character.
Oh, the character, yeah. Quincy?
She played like Quincy, yeah. No, Quint. Peter Quint.
Yeah.
Peter
But
Quint.
which they gender flipped to Petra.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of had a thing for her.
Oh, yeah. The queue is quite long, I think. Yes, that's her.
Joanna, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and to answer the question up there with Anya spelled with a J, that would actually also be spelled like J is also a Y sound in Polish, but that's not the way Anya is spelled. For whatever reason.
Because it's
But,
Polish
like-
and y'all like to be difficult.
Oh, letters are always pronounced the way they are, though. Nothing else around it changes it. Only accents change it, but it's consistent.
Yeah, which is more than you could say for English.
Exactly. English is the stupidest language.
Yep.
Actually, I have a cousin, Joanna, but in Polish her name is Joasha. So that would
Wow. That's an awesome name. I wish that vowels in the English language were like in either Latin or Japanese. There is one sound for one vowel. That is it.
we do have some consonants, yes.
Y'all like to cheat at Scrabble.
Z's or Z's are definitely a popular one. And it's like, there's like, a C is a T sound, but then the CZ is a Ch sound. And
Yes. Like our wonderful friend Chernobog from American Gods.
Hey, he's technically from that part. Well, east
he's
of
Slavic,
there.
yeah.
He's Slavic.
My favorite bad guy.
Except
Yeah.
he's not really a bad guy.
No, he's not. He's not bad. He's definitely evil, but he's not bad.
Yeah, because Cherno is similar to Czarny, which means black in Polish, and then I think it's Bielebog is the white one, and
Yeah.
that, like it's Yahweh is white. So
I'm trying to remember, Addie. We probably discussed this before. Have you seen American Gods yet?
no, I haven't. I keep forgetting. Again, I'm not in a TV mode right now, so it's all been just I come home, I play Rift, and I pass out.
I feel
Especially-
that.
Yeah, especially now that like David's not in the evenings for the next month. It's that's pretty much what I'll be doing. It's probably playing Rift.
Owl, would you say that instead of plagiarized, would a better word be bastardized?
It's
Give it John
adapted.
Snow out of
I would
it.
say adapted. Because languages kind of evolve and adapt over time depending on regions and like dominant or ruling cultures and things like that. So
Oh shit.
unless you're Japanese and then it's just if it sounds pretty, we'll do it.
I mean, like damn it. Okay. I'm gonna go back to town because I need to repair half my shit.
We should probably bring this down to 6 again.
No, it's fine. I suck at this. What's my repair at? 64K.
That's not that bad.
What do I have? Oh, an ancient scoundrel token. Fancy. Oh god.
Did you just spawn like right on top of something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how the Japanese word for computer is computer. And I enjoy how they like kind of take words from other languages and do things like that. Like they do those, they like to combine words a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, one of my favorite things was if you're familiar with the manga and anime Fruits Basket,
Yeah.
how fans in
yes.
Japan called it Furuba. Like that was the sort of nickname or short form of saying Fruits Basket because it was easier. Which is
yeah,
also funny because I think I mentioned before that like they don't really have nicknames in Japan, so it's like it's funny that they sort of do that for like mundane words, but they don't do that for people.
Well, I think that's part of the whole, part of the honor thing of, like, they always refer to each other by their last name, and if you refer to someone by their first name, then that means that you are at a much more personal level with them.
Yeah, there's
and that
already
can
an
mean
intimacy
things.
there, like you don't need the nickname because there's already an intimacy in how you person in the first place. So that makes sense.
That's why, sexual humor goes over so much better over there than it does here. I hate our censors.
Yeah.
But I also...
That's pretty much anywhere except for North America. I mean, you go to Europe and you get naked people on, like, billboards and shit because nudity isn't necessarily a big scary thing.
Yeah, they censor violence more than they censor nudity, and
Which is how it should be,
Yeah.
really. Like,
Yeah, like, I
maybe
hate that-
take the shooting up people down a notch and let more people kiss and hug.
And fuck. Let the boys kiss and hug.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Seriously.
And just let Hannibal rim Will. I mean, what?
I mean, is that a request or?
Request? No. Demand. Expectation.
Requirement?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I haven't written that sex scene for as well as the whiskey yet, so.
I still have to read that. Damn it.
I mean, it's only one chapter.
Well, I mean, I just, like, again, with the whole not being in a watching mood, I'm also not really in a reading mood, except for the book that I read on my lunch hours right now.
I haven't really been either. Like, I'm so far behind on like everything.
Yeah, I'm like several months behind. I've so much stuff of like just Devereaux's disease has written like 3 full like Space Dogs fics that I haven't read, and she's like working on a new one now. That I mean,
Oh, God.
she's already written it, but it's been like coming out the green card one, and I'm like, I have not read any of her stuff in so long, and I feel bad.
The thing that she wrote for my birthday was like the filthiest thing I think I've read in a long time. Like I basically said, the prompt was dessert, whatever you want to do, Will being taught how to frost cupcakes, making ice cream, whatever you want to do, eating and frosting off a spoon. Yeah, it involved exactly what you think it did.
That sounds like something Dee Dee would do. Yeah.
I was just like, wow, you went for it.
Yeah, she always does. That's like, I mean, she's like, whenever I talk to her and she's like, bouncing ideas off me or something, she's like, I have this really horrible idea, and I'm just like, do it. She's like, but I haven't even told you. I'm like, just do it. Like,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Whatever it is, just do it.
Yeah.
Kat, no, whatever you were referencing to did not in fact happen on the show because this was NBC. If Hannibal was on Stars like American Gods, he'd be
Then
able to do it.
absolutely. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're all keeping our fingers crossed for season 4, and I think that maybe it being a few years from now, maybe as far as like what doors have opened regarding what they can show.
Salim and the Jinn.
God bless.
Like, I'm not even into that, and damn.
I was so pleased with that scene.
Yeah, I've seen little bits and pieces. Thankfully, I haven't gotten like any sort of full spoiler or anything. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Like, Salim and the Jinn is not a spoiler, right? Like, it's...
No. I mean the actual scene. Like,
Yeah.
I've gotten some GIF sets that I've seen, but I haven't seen like the scene. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
It's so tastefully done, while at the same time being, like, ridiculously over the top.
I've seen season 1 of Sensei. I still haven't gotten around to season 2.
Haven't
because I have
seen
8
any
million
of it.
shows to watch.
Astracat, I'm about to like severely drop your opinion of me, but I really couldn't get into Sense8. I'm sorry. I know.
Oh
It was
my
just not my
God.
thing.
Oh
Like,
my
I don't think it
god.
was a bad show. It was just not my thing.
I haven't tried.
Like, I mean, fucking, like, psychological orgy.
I know, you'd think I'd like be so into that, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't resonate for me.
I totally binged the first season. I was really sad to see that one of my favorite actors in it didn't end up returning to season 2, and that's one of the reasons. Yeah, the rainbow dildo from this first episode was kind of like what sold me on it, like right away. I was kind of like, yep, there we go. I
did kind of love that.
And I also really love, and again, names are escaping me. What's her face?
I admit I need to give it a shot.
Amanita?
I know, sorry, kitty cat.
Like, it's... I don't want to say that it's all out because isn't there like another season that's supposed to come out?
They canceled the show after... Yeah, oh no, I didn't, I tried to find it, and it just, there's only speculation on why he left, unfortunately, but...
Yeah, the only thing I've heard is it had to do with, like, just he and the directors did not get on.
Shit! Dying, I keep dying and dying. That's fine, this is fine, it's just normal.
It's all fine. Yep, you're fine. It's all
Ow! I'm just gonna go over here. I'm like
I'm just
Yamcha
gonna
in this thing.
I actually understood that joke. Yeah, I heard that the got canceled after the second season, but yeah, but there's sort of at least some conclusion. I still have to watch season 2 though. Oh god, I have too many shows.
I have too many books.
And that,
So-
oh god, my bookshelf is filled with books and like I've only read maybe a third, not even a third of them.
Like, I should say, you know, speaking as someone who was assistant manager of a bookstore, I have too many books in my queue. I can never
Yes.
have too many books, period.
Yeah, no, that's different. I'm trying to decide though. I'm currently reading Mother, which has been kind of interesting so far. But I have this book that's been on my shelf for a while, and David's read it, and a few of my friends have already read it, like they borrowed it from us, and I'm like, I want to read it.
Shit!
It's not a work-appropriate book at all, and I read my books at work right now on my lunch hour. But at the same time, like, there's literally no way I think that most people would even know that it's not a work-appropriate book, so I'm kind of debating if that should be my next one.
What's it called?
Bear. Are you familiar with Bear?
No, but I'm just laughing at the term.
Well,
Yeah.
it's actually about a woman who has sex with a bear.
Oh,
So it's
Oh, wow.
not what it was.
like an actual bear.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, but it's
Not-
like a woman who has sex with an actual bear.
We're not talking about the term
No.
of bear that a lot of gay guys like to call me. Because I am one, let's face it.
Yeah, the thing is, I work for the daycare, like administrative office of a daycare, in the public school board building. So when I say it's not work appropriate, I mean like really.
Yeah, I was reading an explicit fic the other day at work, and ended up like with this stupid grin on my face, and somebody was like, "What's you reading?" And I'm like, "Oh God, please go away."
Yeah, so we actually own this book, the bear book, and like I said, David's read it, and my friend Asta's read it, and I'm pretty sure their partner Adam has read it, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, no, she totally has sex with a bear," and I'm like, "I need to read this fucking book."
So, okay, I'm actually so I am answering this question. Okay. Well, okay. The requirement for a guy to be a bear is that they have to be anywhere remotely heavy, and they have to have a full chest of hair, and usually some
David is
kind of
definitely a bear.
and usually some kind of facial hair as well. But I'm missing the one other requirement for actually being considered a bear, and it's that that would be being homosexual. At least I think that's right. And I mean,
Hey, Addie, do you need the Inarius feet?
Oh. Yes. Fabulous. Thank you.
You're welcome. I live to serve.
let's see. How much is this going to cost me to fix? Huh. So I spent 100,000 gold on that. Wow. But yes, to answer your question, Kat, I have enough chest hair to be considered a bear.
Rawr.
Also,
David is definitely a bear.
also, I'm a really, really great space heater. So, if you're cold, I can be a blanket, which only helps me out of about 3 months out of the year here.
Yes, I love you, but I also don't want to melt.
So, I'm getting, like, no drops at all. Like, we've been getting all these rifts and everything.
Yeah, I haven't really
And I'm
gotten much other than, like, I've actually given you most of my drops.
But it's like, I'm not getting any of my best in slot stuff at all. Like, I'm waiting for the next still, the other ring, my weapons.
That's weird. Yeah,
Like, I
I
have
haven't been
nothing.
getting good drops either.
I've been getting some legendaries, but they've all been kind of crap.
This balls. This whole season has been balls.
Let's see.
Yeah, it hasn't been. It's been pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got about, what, roughly 20 minutes before you have to head
Yes.
out, Addie? Okay.
Do we think we could do like a set of bounties or?
20 minutes? Not on this difficult. I would
Yeah,
say
definitely
we
not
can,
on this difficulty.
We can probably... I did say balls. Yes. Speaking of which, oh man, those fucking Hannah pins. They're making those stress balls because they met the goal for the stress balls, and I'm getting one of each, a Hanny ball and a Will ball. It's gonna
Oh
be
my
great.
god, I should get one of those pins.
The
I have-
Kickstarter's done.
Aw, oh well.
If I
have-
could have afforded it, I was gonna get extra, like, giveaway items, but unfortunately, I ended up instead buying like 5 copies of Radiance so other people could have that, and I ended up buying somebody else a set of the pins as well because they couldn't get it otherwise.
Yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I get at least one extra copy, and I got to figure out what I want to do with it. I think I may do it as a giveaway because I've currently have like 900 and something followers, so I might give it away.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm still like hovering. I've been hovering around 630 for like ever. Like I swear every time that I get a new follower, I've lost one somehow. It's really weird.
Let's see. I have...
But I've been meaning, like, I meant to do a giveaway for 600, but I didn't really have anything, and at the time we were like still transitioning into the new position with my job, so we were like going 3.5 weeks without a paycheck. so I
Ow.
couldn't really do anything. So I do have an extra copy of Radiance that I wanted to potentially use, but it depends on like if I'm gonna make any other follower milestones. But I need to actually get writing some more.
Yes.
I
Not to pressure you, but
Yeah, no, I have the same
yes.
thing. Like I end up blocking all the porn bots, so I probably would have another like 100 or so followers at this point. But I block them because I don't want them.
I have
Yeah, I block them too.
I have roughly, let's see, I have 258 followers on my primary, and I'm willing to bet at least 50 to 100 of those are porn bots now. But my Homestuck one, which I can guarantee has maybe, like, if there are any porn bots on them, I do not know. I don't know for sure, but I have 460, and that's like I still update at least once a day and actually, still trying to live blog and whatnot, and
Nice.
it's difficult.
I'm good to go whenever y'all are, by the way.
Yeah.
I have 110 followers on my porn.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What did you say again?
Oh, I have 110 followers on my porn blog,
Yay!
which I'm still like,
You have a porn blog?
yeah. It's mostly like for Hanagram related inspiration, but like, I mean, I just kind of reblog things I like when I'm in a porny mood, and I end up just kind of going down the Tumblr nasty hole of porn.
That's fair.
Because I tend like, because of my hyper focus, I'm really good at curating, basically, where it's like I'll go through all that junky porn that's all like nasty and just not really fun to look at, and I'll end up reblogging like the occasional one that I'm kind of like, oh, this is really hot, or this is interesting, or something like that. And it's just I always cackle at my followers because I'm like, I know who you are.
I'm pretty sure I follow you, I think.
Yeah, I think you might.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know what? Send it my way. I'll see if it's my cup of tea. I only follow, like, let's see. 1, 2.
I think I follow. Yeah, I follow you, and I mean, you could almost classify Camille as following a porn blog.
Camille actually follows my porn blog.
Ooh, her stuff lately has been really good. I mean, like, it always is, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, she seems like she's kind of turned an interesting corner creativity-wise, and I've really liked it.
I'm gonna lower the difficulty by 1.
Okay.
Just so we can do another rift and it'll go a little faster.
Chesapeake Rippers.
Yep. Speaking of Dee Dee, she's the one who helped me come up with that, by the way. Because that's kind of like, she's good at that kind of thing.
Yeah, I only follow 2 other porn blogs, and really the only reason I do is because I know the people that run them, and so I've gotten to know them on Tumblr, and therefore I know the kind of tastes that they have.
Yeah, I only follow one other porn blog, and it's because it's a friend's.
I follow Luxury Smut. They have really good stuff, and like, it's usually really tasteful.
Yeah. The only thing, like, the main reason I don't follow porn blogs is because of like areas that I tend to access my Tumblr.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't want it on my dash.
Bye, Owl. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Yeah, I could get away with it at my last job. At my current job, there is no way in hell I'd be able to.
Yeah, no. I obviously do not want to get that on my computer at work, so.
Yeah. Ooh. What I get?
Did I finally get the gloves I need for my cube? I think I did.
Ooh, what are you?
Kat, could I trouble you for your link as well?
I still think that my most, like, the post that I made that, like, got me so many followers, like, was that fucking GIF that, with that guy with the giant balls. And the moose, drawing over top of it.
I don't think I've seen that. I will have to go digging.
Oh, you yeah, I'm pretty sure you have, because I think that you had actually reblogged it saying that I should totally post it.
Oh, wait. Maybe, yeah.
The big bouncy balls. Oh my god, there's so many dicks. I have to, like, go back to my...
We're allowed to work with children, y'all. I just want to throw that out.
Hey, I got my security clearance, man.
They had to do a background check on me. It was great fun.
Yep. Yeah, I had to have a background check.
Yeah, it probably isn't for me, Kat. But I won't speak for Bird or Addie.
I am a fan of blood and gay manga.
Yeah, I like the blood and the gay. I mean, we watch Hannibal, for God's sake.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
pretty much what it is. Blood and gay.
Ah, speaking of which, I have to catch up on that one, killing stalking.
Ah, shit. Why am I so slow?
I don't know, but you got a pylon over here.
I'm going.
Come on. What are you good for?
Nothing! I'm not good for nothing.
Yeah, I go for nothing. You're just like the kitties.
Except you do bring the monsters into the world for us, so, you know, more points and things.
More numbers.
Is that a bit of a stretch to say that my gauntlets bring the boys to the yard?
Oh God.
I hear a goblin. I hear
Ooh,
it.
Gerblin?
You fucker.
Is there a
Yes.
gerblin? There's a gerblin.
There is, right here. Fucking die. Shit, my cooldown is not up yet. Okay, we're gonna get him. It's fine. If I can find him. Holy shit, where'd he go? Ah, there he is.
I'm trying to sit on him. And died anyway!
It did.
Not a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, nope, he dropped like shit off.
So yes, Kat, I think I think people are wondering if they can have a gander at
The gay blood.
It's the gay blood manga.
I mean, the only difference between that and Hannibal
Bloody
is
gay
that
blood.
is clothes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Say art style.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly even just the art style. Here's a try.
Oh, right.
Lay your hands on this long thing.
Ah, that's
I got
fair.
I was trying to come up with something and it just... Ah, yes, poison, my element. There we go. Ooh, random thing that I just remembered. But, oh, I can't remember it and then not know what I'm talking about. Hold on. We recently watched something on Netflix. It was a like an anthology. There were 4 shorter like horror, and they're all by female directors.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was really cool. Just trying to remember what it's called. I don't know if it's going to be on US Netflix, but it's on Canadian Netflix.
It is very possible that it won't be. I didn't realize this until so there was an episode of Top Gear that was just like I don't normally hear about Top Gear in certain fandoms, so I'm like, why is the Mass Effect fandom talking about Top Gear? Well, it was because that episode in the UK they were using when they were doing a feature on a particular car, they were using music from Mass Effect 3.
Ah, cool.
And in the majority of the world, when you got to that segment, you could actually hear the music, and it was really, really great. Come to the US, copyright, it was something different. That was not as cool, and like
Definitely not as like relatable or exciting.
The only way I was able to watch the actual episode, I had to, this was when I had a laptop, I had to fire up a particular Linux distribution that had a VPN somewhere in England, and then I could access their YouTube, because of course it was on, the segment was on YouTube at some point, and then I could actually see it, and I'm like, wow, it's really not that much different, but the music, oh, okay, this is way too much.
It was called Double X. So I guess, you know, like genetic code.
Cat, no, I am not allowed to download extensions. I'm not allowed to download anything that isn't on a pre-approved list. As in, if I installed something that's not on the pre-approved list, I could probably lose all access to do my job, and therefore my job. Arcane, I want to say it was Series 23 or Series 26. And I have no idea what the car was. Like, really, if you just do a search of Top Gear Mass Effect, you'll probably find the episode. Oh god.
Yeah, so it's called...
Damn it!
It's called XX, and it's a 4-part anthology of short horror films that feature stories that include some traditional themes, but are all shown from a female point of view.
Ooh.
Ow.
I would say that out of the 4, the 3rd one is the weakest, but it's still very satisfying.
Why am I still dying?
Are you standing in stupid?
Everywhere is stupid.
Yeah, my blog, everything gets tagged, not safe for work as well. Like, I'm not really good with tagging other stuff necessarily, because I'm usually reblogging to my porn blog when I'm on my phone, like, kind of before I fall asleep, so I don't really take a lot of effort, but I always make sure that NSFW is on there.
Oh, it looks like we're about to, like, it's almost time
Oh no, yeah, I have to go.
Yeah, I don't really know if we're gonna be able to finish this rift in the 3 minutes that we have.
Well, I could. No, I really do need. I need to leave like quarter two. Damn. Stupid David.
Tell him he's lame.
He's online too. I don't know if he can hear us though.
You're lame. If you can hear us, you're lame. No, I'm kidding. There's love.
Because if he's on his phone, I'm not sure if he can. Like, I think he has to go into the voice channel.
Oh yeah.
Someone in voice chat, someone in actual chat tell him he's lame. Ooh, Jim Goblin.
Ooh,
Where?
over here.
Fuck, die.
Oh. Ah, shit! Whew.
That foe will die.
He went off back offline, so I don't know if he actually saw, or if he did, maybe he wasn't able to respond because he's still technically working.
Oh. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to try to finish up this rift? Or...
No, I have to get going once it, like, well, really, I should probably go back to town now. Like, if you guys want to finish up, go for it. You don't have to take me along. But I've got to duck out once we kill these accursed...
Man. Yes, I am full of incredibly bad puns.
I'm telling David that Kat is inundating him with insults.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Maybe one of these times he can stream with us
That would be awesome.
when he's actually here. Instead of being a giant butt. Pat, Bird, we both got Tragul's pieces.
Yay! Yeah, I actually have picked up 3 Treggles pieces. Go round.
I haven't gotten any.
Does anyone want these Tragul's pants?
I can't do that.
I mean, I would kind of like them, but
Then go for it, because I'm not building Tragul's.
Shit. Shit. Why do I keep dying?
You're not by yourself.
Why am I by myself?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why you thought that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I mean, you don't generally do well with us, so I mean...
Ooh.
Ow!
That was horrible, I'm sorry.
Wow. Brutal.
As I said on Facebook earlier today, it's a good thing winter is coming because we need some ice for that burn.
Oh my god. Ah,
You just have to come up with a burn to get me back.
well, it's gonna have to be at least like oh geez, we're not gonna be able to stream next week, are we?
Not unless we come home. I'm dog sitting for my parents. Unless we take my computer up there, but I don't really want to do that.
We'd have to take mine up there too.
I would say stand by on whether or not we'll be able to stream next week because we have to dog sit for my parents and they live like about an hour outside of town.
We can maybe switch it to a different night?
It's the whole week.
Oh.
Like Sunday to Friday, is it?
Ooh, I have to go. Shit.
Oh shit.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Much love.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Kitty Cat, answer your question. I have seen the first season of Daredevil and kind of decided it wasn't my cup of tea either. I've been not doing so hot with the Netflix shows.
Like we even showed the really really awesome fight scene in the hallway, and that
I've seen the first season, the whole first season.
Oh, okay. I haven't even seen that much.
I've seen the whole first season of Daredevil, and my problem was that I liked Kingpin way too much.
Mm.
I like Karen Page, and I think I might watch The Punisher just because she's amazing. But I've loved that actress ever since True Blood. But yes, his ass is very nice, and the fight porn is very nice, but it wasn't enough to keep me engaged. Do we want to finish the Rift, or?
I mean,
or just say meh.
Meh, because it's
Nah.
yeah, it's close to 10, and I have to make sure that everything is set up for tomorrow for Homestuck.
All right. Well,
But
do
let's
your
see.
plug.
There is okay. So what is a good way? Okay, best thing to do. To find out what we're going to be streaming every so often, you can always follow us on Tumblr. I am. You can find me as Kamina Duck as well. I try to keep everything kind of streamlined across platforms. You can find Birdie. Is it okay for me to share that as well?
Oh sure,
Okay.
I'm Little Thing with Feathers on Tumblr. That's my main handle. I also am under my grandmother's piano and Drowning Ortolan. Those are my other Tumblrs. Drowning Ortolan is Hannibal only. My grandmother's piano is music. Little Thing with Feathers is everything, various and sundry. And you can read my, if you want to read my lurid fan fiction, I am Hesterbird on AO3. I write for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Hannibal, Newsroom, and Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Let's see, even though Addie has dropped off, you can also find her on Tumblr at Chronic Opheliac. Is that right?
Yep. And I believe that is also her handle on AO as well. She writes some amazing fan fiction as well. I particularly love her Silent Hill Hannibal crossover. It's art. It's actually how she and I kind of found each other.
I really do need to read that.
Oh, it's terrifying. Don't read it at night.
Oh. Okay, so my Homestuck blog, you can find me at Duck Gets Stuck on Tumblr. I have in my banner up at the top, like it would be much easier for you to if you want to start reading my live blog from the beginning, it is best to do this in a browser as opposed to the Tumblr app, because I have under my banner specific links for you to start at the very beginning, like over 1,300 posts ago. I've been updating that for a year and a half. And my hope is by the time I get to the end of it all, I will have at least reached there's a milestone. I did a giveaway for a milestone follower count, and there's I'm getting pretty close to another one as well. So yeah, if I started that one as a way to go, okay, I found out that Homestuck was ending. I tried reading it in the past. I couldn't actually get into it, and I wanted to give it one more shot, but I figured the best way for me to keep not only my interest, but just to make sure that I remembered everything that was going on, I decided to blog it. And we've got a Discord server. I'm doing a live stream tomorrow night. There's just I have been very blessed to be in the to be considered part of this fandom. So there's that. And once I get done with that, there's another game that's coming out. I want to say like next week or something, called Hive Swap. I've had some people tell me to play it immediately. I've had others tell me wait a little while and read some more. I've heard others tell me don't play it at all until you've finished, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna play that one yet, but anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about that, and who knows? We may do something completely different next week. It'll depend on what we bring up the mountain. I might bring my PS4 and we get on Twitch on there.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, we could probably faff about either with Mass Effect Andromeda or Doom or Final Fantasy 12 or No Man's Sky. It'll really just depend on what we're feeling. So, but if we do that, then we'll see you next week. If not, we will see you right back here in 2 weeks.
Thanks, everybody. This is fun.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.